Hi Year 1 and welcome to today's maths learning. This is Wednesday, it's the 20th of January 2021. So your retrieval today, your recap of your previous learning is, can you write your numbers to 20 as a number and or in words? So you can either write your numbers down as the numeral, the number, or you can write the words down, or you can do a bit of both. So again, pause here to do that. So today's date, we're going to do our calendar as we always do every day. So what day is it today? What day was it yesterday? And what day will it be tomorrow? Again, pause and take time to do this. Write it down or share that with an adult. So what we are learning to do today is we are learning to count objects to 40. So how can we be successful? So to be successful, we need to be able to count to 40. We need to be able to recognise our numbers to 40 and also write those down. But the important part is the counting the objects. So if we can count to 40, just rote count out just means counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will support us with our counting of our objects. Okay. So now let's look at our numbers to 40. So on here, there's a grid with your numbers to 40. Okay, I'm going to hold up some numbers and see if you can recognise some of those if you haven't done that in a few days. So I'll be holding up numbers from 31 to 40. Are we ready? Pick any at random. 39. See if you can shout them out before me. Can you beat me? 38. 34. 31. 32. 35. 37. 40. 36. 33. Okay. See if you did. I wonder if you did beat those numbers. So the next thing here is we're going to use the counting stick to count forwards and backwards to 40. So you can start with random numbers. So I've got mine here. Let's move back a little bit. So I've got mine here. Okay, and all we're going to do is start with counting with some random numbers. So we might start at 27 and we might be counting up. Now this reverses, so I'll have to go, there we go. Okay, so 27, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, and then back. 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27. This time, I'm going to point and you need to count with my finger. So remember, I might stop or I might speed up. So make sure you're looking at where I'm pointing to on the colours on the counting stick, okay? So this time we're going to start with 29. Are we ready? 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. And the same, but going backwards now, okay? 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29. Okay, and you can continue that and use the one on the screen to support you and try some other numbers. Okay, so now I'm going to say a number to 40. Can you write it down on a whiteboard or some paper? So I'm just going to say a number, you write it down, see if you can do it as quickly as you can, and then if you need to pause it for more time, then please do, and then I'll hold the numbers up so you can see. So can you write, remember these numbers I'm going to show you, I want you to do between 31 and 40. Okay. Can you write down the number 32? There you are, so a 30 and a 2. Okay, next one. Can you write down the number 35? 35. There you are, 30 and a 5. Okay, next one. Can you write down the number 38? 38. Okay, a 30 and an 8. Well done if you've got that. Can you write down the number 31? 31. A 30 and a 1. Okay, the next one. Can you write 34? 34. There we are, 30 and a 4. Okay, next one. Can you do 30? Can you write 36? 36. A 30 and a 6. And can you write 40? Last one, 40. And that's how it should look. A 40 and a 0. Brilliant. Okay. 4 tens and a 0. Okay. So next, this is your activity. So we've done some counting. We've looked at some numbers to 40. So what your activity is to try and do it around your house or on your daily exercise, your walk, or in your garden, whatever you'd like to do. Can you find some objects around your house and count them up to 40? So you can go across slightly a bit high if you want to towards 50, but the aim is to 40. So I've put some objects here that you might find around your house, or you might have some other ideas. That'd be lovely if you can share those with me. So pasta, sweets, stones, sticks, cereal. But make sure you check with an adult. Don't want you counting out 40 sweets and touching them all and then eating them. So make sure you check with an adult what you can use to count around the house. It might be pencils, any sort of object you've got lying around. You might have some toys like some Lego or some building blocks, anything like that. You might not have all up to the big amount of 40, but go as near to that number as you can with your counting, okay? Excuse me. So I've just put, can you find some objects around your house and count up to 40? And here are some suggestions. So just some ideas, but you can choose your own, which I'm excited to see what ones you send in. You might have some really nice ideas. So your fly high challenge is, can you group the objects and count them in your 2s, in your 5s, and your 10s? So counting your 2, 5s, and 10 times tables. So you can always group your objects in 2s, so in pairs, or in groups of 5, or in groups of 10. And then count them that way, because that's a lot easier to count than in 1s. That's your fly high. But for some, if you want to challenge your thinking further, then we've got some additional questions here. So just bear with me. Okay, so there is a reasoning question here. So each circle represents 10. Okay, each circle represents 10 and each triangle represents 1. Okay, so Harry says the image equals 24. Is he correct? If so, explain why. If he's not correct and you don't think he's correct, he's wrong, then can you explain why you think differently? So you can show your workings, you can talk about it, or you can show that. Okay, and there's also another question here. So write or look at the numbers 1 to 40. Are there any patterns in how they are pronounced, so how they are written? Are there any numbers that are different? Does this make it easier or harder to remember them? Okay, so excuse me, that should have been a bullet point. So does this make it easier or harder to remember them? So there's a few questions there which you can answer to challenge yourself. And then, as always, please share your learning with us, with your teachers on parentsupport@shepherdswell.emap.uk. And then if you can, in the subject, just put your child's name and what class, so it's easier to get to to go to the right teacher, and then we can have a look at your lovely learning of your counting, and I'm looking forward to what objects you find around your house, and we will respond. So thank you so much for joining me for your learning, and enjoy today.